Hey gang, Tona here. I've got an unboxing to do, and I'm pretty excited about this one. It has been something that I've been talking to someone about for quite a while. But first, I have a beer. It's not a pumpkin ale. It's this Not Your Father's Root Beer, which I've heard a lot about, and I've been sort of hesitant to try because I'm afraid it's going to be weird. But I thought I'd give it a shot. That's pretty good. I mean, it's sweet, and it doesn't taste like beer at all. It really just tastes like root beer, an alcoholic root beer. This would be amazing with some, like a root beer float. Oh my god, root beer float with this. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so now that I've tasted the root beer, I have a trade box that I did with Athanasia. I decided to get one of my big knives for this job here because it's all covered in paper. I didn't even notice that. Okay, anyway, so Athanasia and I were in talks for a while because you guys might remember, if you've been watching my channel for a while, that I had a surprise box from Emma in Australia. And what she did was she sent me a ton of Australian candy and snacks and stuff. So Athanasia saw that and asked if I would be interested in doing a trade box with her for a similar thing. Candy and snacks and little Halloween things and whatnot. So, of course, that sounded awesome. So I said, let's do it. She got my box earlier this week, and I will actually link to her unboxing in this video. So if you want to see what I sent Athanasia, you can go check that out. It feels like sort of international trick-or-treating, and it's so much fun. There's a letter on top that says, "Open me last, unless you want to read 2 pages of spoilers." She sent floss for me, as I'm assuming as a joke because of all the candy that's in here to keep my teeth shiny and white. That is just the top layer with all kinds of little bugs and creepy crawlers and skeletons and stuff embedded in the worms. Ooh, okay, I'm excited because the first layer right on the top here is salty treats. I've never seen these before. Old Dutch ketchup-flavored potato chips. Not only have I never heard of Old Dutch brands, but I can honestly say I've never had ketchup-flavored chips. But it makes complete sense, doesn't it? I mean, potato, french fries, and ketchup. Hickory sticks. I've never had these either. Never heard of them. Hickory sticks. I imagine they're kind of like smoky in flavor. Kind of like barbecue chips, maybe. Old Dutch, all dressed, flavored. I don't know what that means. But the flavor is all dressed. And dill pickle. Dill pickle chips. I have had, not this brand of course, but I have had dill pickle chips, and I really like them. There's this popcorn place near me called Popcorn Buddha that does all manner of flavored popcorns, and they have a dill pickle popcorn flavor. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, we have reached the second level. I feel like we're going through the different circles of hell. Not that this is bad, but because of Halloween. Oh, these are awesome. Happy Halloween party hats. What? You guys know, like, that right here? I love it. I just got something that I only bought because of the label like that. Cheesies. Real cheddar cheese. These are crunchy cheese doodles from a company called Hawkins. And they look amazing. They look really, really good. By the way, I'm going to eat something during this video, I'm sure. I just haven't decided what yet. I love cheese doodles, and these look like the best cheese doodles I'll ever have. All Hallows Eve. What? It's an innovation comic, All Hallows Eve, and oh my god, this looks amazing. I was actually just looking for something else to read for Halloween. I just finished The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury, and I was starting to read through the Trick or Treat graphic novel that I bought last year again. But this, I'm absolutely going to kind of stick at the top of the pile of Halloween stuff. This is really cool. There are a couple of little baggies in there. I love these stickers. That's such a creepy looking spider. Look at him. Alright, so let's go through and see what we got in the little bags. Aha! There's candy in there. Let's see what we got. There is... Ooh, the Bueno. The Kinder Bueno bar. I've had these. I love them. They're kind of hard to find in America. There are these Polish delis that sometimes will get the Kinder chocolates. Ah! We got 2 bags of Maltsters? Maltesers. I don't know how to pronounce that. Maltesers. It's probably just Maltesers. These look like malt balls. Kind of like, what are the malt balls that we have? Whoppers? Right? Whoppers? They look like Whoppers. And we got... Oh, the Glossit. You were telling me about these, I think. The chocolate-covered raisins. I like chocolate-covered raisins a lot. And we got Thrills. This is a kind of gum. It still tastes like soap. What? They're like little gum, purple gums. But the tagline on there is, it still tastes like soap. And I don't know if they're referring to the gum or not. I imagine so this gum tastes like soap? What that's all about. Ooh, Scaries. Did you send me a picture of these or something? This seems so familiar. Scaries, Nestle Scaries. They are, what are they? So, same original flavor. Candy-coated milk chocolate. Oh, okay. So it's like kind of like M&M's, I guess. We got another giant bag of what I can only assume is going to be candy. Mr. Big. I had this once, like almost 20 years ago. I went to Canada one year with my friend Joe. We really didn't go far in. We got to like Niagara, and we stopped there. And we went into like a CVS type of place, and we just bought every single candy bar that we were not familiar with. Among them was definitely Mr. Big, and I remember we made a lot of like dick jokes. Mr. Big, ha 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 ha. And yeah, so because we were young. Crunchy, Cadbury Crunchy, that looks really good. That looks like sponge toffee. That's why that sounds so familiar. I made my own homemade sponge toffee earlier this year because it looks really cool. I didn't like the way it tasted, but I think maybe it was just the way I made it. It didn't come out that good. So I'm really excited to try the crunchy bar to see what sponge toffee is supposed to taste like. Because whatever I made was, like, it looked perfect, but then I tasted it and I was like, oh, it's not very good. A little multi-pack of mini Mars bars. Never had Mars bars before. I'm not really sure what... I think you were saying that they taste like Milky Ways, or they're similar to Milky Ways. But I've never actually had a Mars bar. We got... the Wunderball. It's a Wunderball. I don't think I've ever had this one. A peanut butter caramel experience. Oh, I love peanut butter and chocolate, and caramel is good too. You know, this is something that has recently, like maybe in the past year or two, made its way to America. It doesn't look like this exactly though, I don't think. But it's like, I've noticed that European chocolate, like I was going through the stuff that Emma sent me. I've tried a couple of them. There's a lot of like textured chocolate kind of stuff, like airy chocolate. I guess that's a thing. Cadbury Dairy Milk Fruit and Nuts. I got a lot of Cadbury stuff from Emma, but I don't think this was in there. This reminds me of the Chunky Bar that we have here. And I am a huge fan of that. Like raisins, nuts, and chocolate. To me, it's just so perfect. I love that. Eat more! Original Dark Toffee Peanut Chew. Oh, God, that sounds so good, too. Eat more. What a good name for a chocolate bar. I could just picture them in the advertising, the marketing department. Like, what can we call this to make people want to buy it? Eat more. That makes a lot of sense. What is this? Creamy toffee. The original Macintoshes. I love toffee. That's another candy that I actually make myself. There's a few kind of candies that I'll make myself during the holidays. Peanut brittle, English toffee, caramel for like caramel covered apples and stuff like that. Ooh, speaking of the best things ever, Tim Hortons coffee. Yes, please. That's awesome. I love coffee. Can I have it now? Tim Hortons, by the way, something that I've wanted to try. They're like a Dunkin' Donuts kind of place in Canada. Famous for their Timbits, which are basically munchkins. They're supposedly a lot better than Dunkin' Donuts, which isn't that hard to do because Dunkin' Donuts is freaking awful. But yeah, I've been excited to one day try a Tim Hortons. Kraft Dinner mac and cheese. I like mac and cheese. We have Kraft mac and cheese, but this looks different. I want to do like side-by-sides of the stuff that's similar to see how different it is. Look at that. Oh. Seriously, guys? I just, like, this kind of stuff just melts me. The vintage Halloween treat bags and stuff like that. Oh my god. That's the kind of just, like, I just want to put all this candy in this bag and hang it from a doorknob like I used to when I was a kid, and like walk past it every once in a while and like dig in and be like, ooh, today I'll have this. When I was a kid, my treat bag from Halloween would end up hanging from the doorknob straight through Christmas because I don't eat a lot of candy like all at once. I like to kind of, I'm a hoarder with candy. I'll like save it and have a piece every couple days and I'll just like really savor it and everything. So we have this really cool mini bag. And within the mini bag are treats. What do we have? There is very cool cupcake holders that say poison and have skulls. So I'll have to make some more pumpkin muffins or maybe some cupcakes or something with those. That'll be fun. And we got old-time Halloween stickers. Wow, these look really cool. What? I love these. Look at that. It's where it's at, people. Where it's at. Toothpicks. So if you're having a party and you make some pigs in a blanket, more worms and more amazing little buglies and things. Fantasia, this is amazing. So many cool things. I can't even like process it. So I'm gonna open the ketchup chips. Look at them. Oh, they look like they should be spicy, but I guess they're not gonna be. Yeah. Yeah. I am going to be so mad at you because after I finish this bag, I'm just going to be craving these and not be able to get them. They're really good. I've never had ketchup flavored chips and it's just amazing. This bag is going to be gone so quick. Fantasia, thank you so much for an awesome trade. This was so much fun. I honestly was just, I couldn't wait. Again, if you want to see what I sent Athanasia, I'll have the link below, or I'll do like a card, a little info. You know, it's the eye in the circle. I guess you click it or whatever, and you go check out her video. And yeah, thank you so much again. This is awesome. I'm going to just eat candy and chips. Breathe deep in the night, everybody. See you soon. Bye.